Hey guys, how's it going? Glad to be back. It's good to be back. So I'm on my way to Kent Island, and it's kind of like a hub. It's where I go to church, and that's where it's just a place where things are happening. I mean, things happen there. It's kind of a busy-ish place. I live in Trapp. I drive to Y Mills for college, and then I often drive to Kent Island because that's where I go to church and other things. But then I go over the Bay Bridge, and then I go to Severna Park. And Severna Park is where I DoorDash. And so Kent Island is kind of a byway. It's kind of like a place to go through. I used to DoorDash in Kent Island. I still do sometimes, but nowadays I had just figured that I have to DoorDash in Severna Park to make the most money and get the most bang for my buck. So that's what I do. But it's such a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful day. The sky is nice and blue. So nice outside. The weather's nice. It's crispy. It's a little bit chilly. It's got a tinge of chill, which is nice because you can wear your hoodie and stuff. It's nice. It's nice. It's really nice. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go get some gas, and I want to get some detergent from Big Lots because I saw a good deal in there, and there's something else I wanted to get in there. I can't remember what it is right now, but definitely detergent was one of them. And yeah, and then I'm gonna head over the bridge and start DoorDashing. Maybe catch some lunchtime. I'd like to work as late as like 7 or I'd like to work as late as 7 or 8 because I want to make the most of this day. But if I start around 12 and then if I'm doing good by the time 5 o'clock 6 o'clock rolls around, see, that dinner hour is the most that's the best time to dash. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how I'm feeling, how much money I've made, and things like that, and I'll figure out when I want to stop and things like that. But it's Friday. It's great. My car needs an oil change. That's another thing I forgot. I'm gonna have to just get a little bit of oil, I think, to put in here for the time being, because I'm not gonna be able to get the oil changed right now, unfortunately. Maybe that I'll try to get that done next week or next weekend. But yeah, it's in desperate need of an oil change, and I think it's low on oil, so just gonna get some oil to put in it for now. But yeah, I just got out of the library at school, and I have a lot of history reading to do between now and Wednesday morning when I have class on Wednesday. I have history class on Monday too, but our quizzes are always on Wednesday, so it's like 100 pages of reading. So I'm like, that's a good amount, and it's definitely a lot more than it usually is. Usually it's about 50 or 60 maybe, but this time it's about 100, so it's quite a chunk more. It's about 3 chapters worth, which is nice, and I'm enjoying it. We're learning about the Industrial Revolution right now in the mid-1800s. The invention of the cotton gin happened earlier. Postal, railroads, steamboats, canals. Newspaper has increased. The printing press has made newspapers. There's penny papers, or whatever it was called, but newspapers used to be like 6 cents, and then they became more affordable because of technology. The telegraph, the Pony Express mail system. The telegraph put that out of commission because it wasn't necessary anymore. Just a lot of things. The cotton gin revolutionizing cotton, and there was a need for a lot more slaves because of how much cotton production there was going on, and so the slaves have increased in population. And yeah, I'm getting there one little bit at a time. So next chapter is about Andrew Jackson, which we've read a little bit about him already, but excited to learn more about him. I'm not sold on him. I'm not sold on him. I'm not sure if he's a good guy or not. I'm kind of like, I heard some shady stuff. I think he did some shady stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. But, definitely want to find out about that. And then after that, we have one more chapter afterwards to finish. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's nice outside. It is nice. I'm not sure what else to say, guys. Just plugging away on my route. Pray for me, please. Wish me the best. I want to have enough energy to do all the things I need to do. I'm trying to do that in proper step and in proper pace, and do the right things in the right way. I am meeting together with my ex on Monday to exchange belongings, things that we had given to each other. So that'll be good. That'll be good to get that out of the way and kind of just be like, done, don't want to do any more, all done. That'll be nice. But yeah, I am kind of feeling the dread because I'm kind of like, I just want it to be over. Like, I just want to be done with it. I want to be done. I want to get it out of the way. I just want to be like, get away from me. You know what? As far as the situation goes, I just want to be like, get away from your situation. I don't want anything to do with this anymore. I'm done with this. I'm moving on. Done. Get it out of the way. So that's where I'm at with that. And yeah, I'm trying out here. I think I am doing pretty good. My biggest concern right now, is financial. Not just bills, but have a couple big bills that are quite big to accomplish. I can get this air conditioner back on. It's warm in here. But yeah, I am optimistic though, because I've been successful going door dashing on Fridays, and I can go on Saturday as well. And I think I need to do that. Yeah, I need to do that. So I'm gonna do that as well. See what that looks like. Last weekend was general conference, and I went door dashing, so it was a little interesting. It was a lot different last weekend because it was like, I don't know, what should I do? I'm not sure what I should do. This weekend is a little different. I do still have that question of what should I do. And my weekends are pretty open like that. They're just like, what should I do? What should I do? But my responsibilities that I carry that weigh on me and say, well, you have to go door dashing. You need to go door dashing. You need to make money. You need to make money. Because you can't just not have any money, of course. And I know that's true. But I also have, I also have the freedom to make up to make my own decisions and things like that, And so, I want to get off here. Yeah, I want to get off yet. But I know these things, and I am working on them. But at the same time, there's only so much we can do. We have human limits. We can't stretch ourselves too far. And so I've just got to be mindful not to force myself to go to the ringer. That's the whole key in a nutshell. Just can't be too hard on myself. That's what it is. And what a blessing, right? Because isn't it better to not be so hard on ourselves? Yes, absolutely. Even when we are super gung-ho and excited to accomplish our dreams and goals, yes. But still, it's important not to run ourselves down and put ourselves in the ringer too much, Yeah. Oh, I did want to share this with you guys. I shared this with a friend too, and it's special. But so after my first 2 years at Chesapeake, 4 semesters, 2 years, I'll begin my 3rd year at Chesapeake, but I'll be taking Salisbury classes, and from Salisbury University, and this is when I'll be starting to do my social work classes, which I'm so excited about. But anyway, there's a building there on campus where I'll be going to take those classes in a couple of years. And I've stopped in there and explored it, and I looked at the classroom and stuff, and looked at some classrooms in there where they teach social work. And I looked at the schedule a little bit, and so I knew they finished later in the day or something like that. So yesterday after school, I was like, let me just creep on in there and see if I can, man, if I'm lucky, maybe I can catch somebody. Maybe I can catch a teacher to talk to or something like that. Because I thought the classes were finishing up. They were already over when I went over there and stuff like that. And maybe I could catch somebody. But when I went over there, they were still in session. At least one of them was. And I was listening. And I stood outside the door creepishly. Like I was going to walk up and kind of see, because I thought class was over. I was going to poke my head in there and say hi. And say, hey, you know, I'm going to be going to school for social work soon. I'm super excited. I can't wait. And yeah, to say the least, I cannot wait. I am so excited. I can't wait. But instead, I just kind of hung outside the door and listened to a little bit. I listened for maybe not 5 minutes, but just a few minutes, you know. And maybe it was 5 minutes, but I stood outside the door and was listening to the teacher. And I was like, oh my gosh. Let me get into that classroom. Get me in there, right? Let me get in there, guys. You gotta let me in there. You see? And then I wanted to say, like, can I come in there and sit down? And I thought, like, well, I haven't paid for this class. You can't just come to a class and sit in it. You know? But there's maybe some open room there. Maybe there's a little bit of open room to be a fly on the wall. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I was just listening to the teacher and what he was saying. And I was so happy listening. I was like, oh, dude. His voice was like butter. It was like butter falling on my ears. I was just like, oh, what you're saying, how you're saying it, you're teaching it, we're learning it. Oh, let my ear holes absorb every ounce of what you're saying. That's how I was. I was just like, oh my gosh, let me just take this in right now. This is so good, so good. And so I got to listen to it for a little while, and it was so enjoyable. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Let me in the class. I want to get in there, you know? And, but anyway, one of the things he said was so cool. He was talking about, like, when you are talking to a client, when you're talking to a client and they talk to you and they say that they have anxiety, or they're experiencing anxiety and stuff like that. And he said, anxiety stems from self-doubt. And I was like, oh snap, that's hard. That's such a mic drop. That is so hard. That's like I'm so happy I heard that. That's bars for days, you know. When I heard that, I was just like, bars, bro, bars. Kept listening though, and it was just like, oh man, I want to take this class so bad. I can't wait to be in there. I'm gonna be in there and be like, oh, tell me what you need me to know. Tell me the curriculum. I want to know it. Get in my, you know, like, I'm serious. Like that's literally, that's the extent of it. I'm just like, oh my gosh, feed me. You know, this guy over here thinks I'm crazy. But yeah, just good stuff, you know, really good stuff. So I'll talk to you later, guys. It's a shame I can't take the class for another 3 semesters. Finish this one, and then I got 3 more, and then bam, there we are. It's gonna be there before you know it. Super excited.